I had the scooter for like maybe 2 weeks now. This scooter, for the most part, isn't. I mean, overall, I like the build quality. I like everything about it. I asked for 8,000 watts, 4,000 in each wheel. I definitely got more than what I asked for because the scooter is super, super powerful. Um, 72 volts, 8,000 watts, 42 amp hour battery. I mean, I'm really happy with my scooter. Now, the issue I have with my scooter is that this piece here was broken when I got it. When I opened up the box, I saw the the piece that goes here. I saw it outside the box. Like, what the hell? The box came beat up, holes all through the box, foam all ripped up, broken, shavings and all that. I mean, it was just incredible how I received the scooter. It's amazing that nothing else is broken, but what I did learn is that the actual scooter itself, it came with an instruction manual for a different scooter. An instruction manual that has nothing to do with this scooter. Now, the problem I'm having with the scooter is that I can't fold the stem. I press down, I remove this pin, and I'm playing with this latch here. Whether you push it up, push it down, step on it, whatever. Every time I try to fold the stem by hitting this lever, the same lever that lock the stem in place, this is the lever that I'm supposed to engage in order to fold the stem, and I can't even do it. It's not moving, not an inch. So that's a problem, because without me being able to lower the stem, I can't transport this scooter to go riding or anything like that. As far as transporting it in the vehicle and taking it somewhere to go riding, that's not going to happen until I figure out how to work the stem. There's a guy on YouTube with the exact same scooter, different naming, but of course with these Chinese scooters, they basically manufacture the same scooter and give it to somebody else to rename it, which this one is called the Real Max. The other YouTuber had a different name for his scooter, but it was exactly the same, everything. Even the placement of the kickstand, same placement of the kickstand, same placement of the headlights, everything. His controller was a little bit different, but his controller is just like mine. It went all the way up to like 18 or 19 as far as the settings. Other YouTubers, their settings only went up to 9. Well, 0 being a number, and it went up to either 9 or 8. And their settings don't really sync up with the settings on this controller. So the guy that I actually got his video, his go up to about the same as mine, 18 or 19. And on number 12 is when you can dial down the torque. Now I set it to 0, and it's still torquey. Like the both motors are like doing burnouts off of a dead stop. Like when I'm basically accelerating, it just takes off and the tires are basically peeling out, which means that I'm gonna go through a lot of tires if I continue to have it on that goddamn setting. So what I did was I set it to 0. It's still kind of burning out. I got it on eco mode and not turbo, and it's still burning out. That's how powerful the scooter is. So what I did was I set it to 1. Maybe 1 might be where it should be, as opposed to it being on 0, because 0 is probably not a factor, or not even a value. Maybe 1 is the value to basically bring down the torque. So basically take it out and find out if that changes the torque level on the scooter. But as of right now, I can't fold the stem. The switch for the lights is broken, but I could still use it, which is good. There's a little button that I could just basically use to activate and engage the lights, the headlights, and the deck lights, which is cool. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put something inside the groove where I can actually set the button down on a broken piece, and maybe it'll stay that way, because when I basically put it back on and I hit a bump, it just flies off. So I'll figure that out later, but as of right now, I'm just rocking it without the button. And also another big drawback that I received with this scooter. I received two chargers. These two chargers. This one is working. The other one, I think in the other video, I was shaking it and it was rattling. There was a piece loose inside the casing. I opened it up and it was one of the diodes. One of the diodes that actually was supposed to be soldered to the board of the charger. It was just flopping around. It wasn't even connected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to solder it into the board and see if that works. But as of right now, I'm not going to try to charge the scooter up with that disconnected diode. So what I'll do is I'll charge it for now on this one charger. I think with two chargers it takes like 8 to 10 hours to charge, and one charger, that's, forget about it. It's gonna take forever. I was actually considering getting one of those fast chargers on Amazon. They want like $150 for one of those. Is it worth it? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm not going to use this scooter for commuting, or I'm not going to use it in a sense as a daily drive or anything like that. This is more recreation. So maybe I won't even kill the battery on a regular. So maybe having these two chargers is good enough for me for the type of riding I'm planning on doing. So we'll see. But as of right now, I'm loving the scooter. I just can't really enjoy it the way I want to enjoy it because it is way too powerful, and I'm a little bit, actually this is my first scooter, so I'm not as advanced as the guys on YouTube that got these high power scooters and they doing like 50 miles an hour and they flying through the through the city and stuff like that. That's not me. This is my first scooter. I wanted something that was fast in case if I wanted to go fast, and I also wanted something with range in case I go on a ride or whatever. So that was my thought as far as picking my first scooter. I had those thoughts in mind because I definitely want to go on group rides. I want to do long distance riding, but I want to do it in a way that I can enjoy the ride without having to replace the tires every time I'm basically reaching a certain amount of miles, because the tires keep like spinning so fast that the tread is wearing down. So, but we'll see. I'm going to work more with the scooter. I'm going to look at the settings and see if there's anything else I could do to bring down the power, because I think there's a setting on here that allows you to, I guess, keep it from going a certain speed. I don't know what setting that is. I'll figure it out. But there's a setting on here where if the scooter can do 60 miles an hour, you can set it to only stop. Well, it won't go past, like, let's say 45 miles an hour if you set it to that miles per hour. I want to find a setting so that maybe if I could stop it at a certain miles per hour, like let's say stop it at 50 or 30, even 30. Set it to 30 miles an hour. That's the fastest it can go. Maybe that would reduce the torque as well, because with all that power, it's probably trying to, since it's outputting so much power, if I leave it at 100, then it's going for the 100 miles an hour. I mean, because it's set at 100% as far as the power. Then maybe what I have to do is set it less at 100, maybe 75 or even 60, and maybe it'll bring it down to like 40 miles an hour top speed. Who knows? But I'm gonna fiddle around with the settings, and hopefully I could get it to a place where it's manageable and not too dangerous. That's my goal. So we'll see. But as of right now, $2,000 Alibaba. This is what they sent me, and they sent me what I asked for, and boy, this is super powerful. Super powerful. Unfortunately, it came damaged. The manual that they sent me was for a different scooter. Getting somebody on the phone is almost impossible. So I'm stuck. I got YouTubers that have the same scooter. Maybe I could watch their videos and learn something. They have a scooter shop in the Bronx. I'm in Queens. They have a scooter shop in the Bronx. So maybe what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to, once I get the stem to fold, I'll be able to put it in the car and then take it to the Bronx and take it to the scooter shop, and maybe these guys can help me figure this out. But as of right now, without me being able to bend the stem, there's nothing I can do with it. I can't transport it anywhere. And the key for me trying to get this scooter worked on by guys that's a lot more knowledgeable than I am, I need to fold that stem so I can throw it in the car and transport it to the Bronx. So, but I'll look at some more YouTube videos and see what I can do as far as trying to get this stem down. If I can't get it down, then I'm gonna have to find maybe a scooter shop somewhere in Queens, and hopefully they can help me out, because not being able to fold the stem really takes away from me being able to take it anywhere, because it's super heavy. I don't even know if once the stem is folded, does it lock? Maybe it does. I don't know. And I think it do somehow. It may lock once it's down, because when I was pulling it out of the box, well, I mean, it was actually wrapped, so I can't say that it was locked because it was wrapped with some plastic. So every time I try to pull it out of the box, the stem didn't pop up because maybe it was the wrapping that held it down. Maybe it wasn't locked down in the folded position. So we'll see. But this is my scooter, and I am going to try my best to enjoy it.